Hello guys and welcome to today's video. Today we're back with the EOP walkthroughs. We're on the third one of the left side and that is Warlock. Warlock to me is one of the weirdest fights because sometimes you can go through a revive or two and you'll do no damage, and then sometimes you can go through one sort of health or one sort of fight or revive or whatever it be, and you can do 20-30% health. So it does take a little bit of time to get used to. I would definitely recommend watching this video all the way through with the gameplay, and then maybe if you need more, then going to watch other people's, just because you really want to see how this fight works, because it can be quite infuriating. There's a lot to explain, and just the way the whole fight's set out, the fact that it's Warlock as well, rather than somebody like Guillotine or another robot like Omega Sentinel or someone like that, does make it a bit annoying, because obviously when you're infected you then degenerate from willpower, meaning your health does go down. So really it does mean somebody like Hercules is a real good fight for this. Also Hulkbuster, as I mentioned in the Havoc video, is very good because of his armor breaks. You want a champ who does armor break like Null. Null again works really well. The fact that you can put those armor breaks on and then do a big SP2 is really good, especially when you've got that critical interruption. So talking of that, let's get into the nodes. What nodes are they? We've got critical interruption. If you intercept his dash attack with a basic, you get a precision passive giving you guaranteed critical hits. This is absolutely key because the defender takes no hit damage from hits that aren't critical. So they have to be critical hits for him to take damage, and they have to be critical hits in a special attack. Because of Power Shield, he takes no damage from basic attacks, but only takes damage from special attacks. So really it has to be a guaranteed crit or a crit special attack for him to take damage. So really you want to intercept, then throw your special attack very soon after to do that big bit of damage. Then not only has he got those three nodes that make him annoying, he's got clean slate at the bottom here, so when he finishes a special attack, he gains a debuff immunity passive, which then means that any armor break or anything like that on him is removed. The reason you need an armor break is because in Warlock's base, if you see here, let me look for it. It'll be in, it should be in here somewhere, where basically, here, so about his armor breaks, if he's got an armor up buff, while this buff is active, your special attacks can't be critical hits, so you have to get rid of that armor up buff, so that you can crit with. So really there's three bits. You have to have an armor break on him to get rid of that armor. You have to then also have intercepted his dash attack to get the guaranteed crits and have a special attack ready. So it does make the fight quite annoying. If you're going to use Hercules, then definitely bring in Captain America Infinity War. He gives you those gives you an armor break on the whenever you gain a feat of strength. So obviously if you intercept, that gives you a feat of strength and an armor break, which then also gives you a guaranteed critical hit. So Hercules works really well. Somebody like this 7-star Silver Surfer that I've got would work with his heavy attack. That will give 3 armor up or armor breaks. So he'll work really nicely for this. Null again is another one. So yeah, there are a few champs that you want to use. If I was to go back in, I'd probably use Silver Surfer. Well, I'd use Hercules, but if I didn't have him, I use Silver Surfer to get those armor breaks down. But you have to remember, he has to have no armor up buff. He has to have you have to intercept him for the guaranteed crits, and you have to throw a special attack. So it does make it a little bit annoying. The two other nodes on here is each time you're inflicted with any debuff, he gains a power gain passive. So any SP1 he throws and he puts a shock on you, he gains a power gain, and at the start of the fight and 7 seconds after it is removed, he gains an indefinite cleanse passive, which purifies and cleanses any debuff. So that then also means that if you get a armor break on him, he then will cleanse it because of this powerful cleanse. So it does make him very annoying. Let's jump into the gameplay, talk about him a bit more, and try and get you guys to see what's going on and understand it a bit better. Right guys, so we're now at the gameplay. You can see I've armor broke him. I've got the guaranteed crits, so I just need to get to my special attack, but now the cleanse is back. So then the armor break goes, he throws a special attack, so I need to do it all again. But because I'm willpowering, he is taking some health down. So you can see there, then I have to throw my SP1 to get that off, to make sure that I do at least some damage in this revive. So if you're taking a champ basically that isn't Hercules, this becomes really difficult because he constantly throws the SP1, which means you're constantly degenerating, meaning you have to do a lot more revives. So you'll see in this little clip alone, it's 3 minutes long, and I probably take out 12-15% of his health. Occasionally, I think I did a later one. I didn't want to make these clips too long, so I did a later, in one of my revives, I did like 30% health because I threw my SP2 and an SP1. This is the one that really drained my revives the most. The later fights weren't actually too tricky, but this one was probably the hardest of them all. So it definitely takes some practice. As I said, you'll see at the beginning of the fight, he'll have that armor up and a cleanse passive. So you have to intercept him. You have to put one armor break on him. That will be cleansed off. Then you have to armor break him again to get rid of the armor up. If you can do this by intercepting with Herc, that gives you that gives him an armor break. So you can see I'm already degenning because of willpower, just naturally. Because of you always have force. So you can see there, I've armor broken him, but he's got a cleanse. So it's got rid of the armor break, which is quite nice. So here I just need to intercept him, and then once I get to my SP2, that's where I wanted to throw it right then, because now I'm back with he's still got an armor break on. So you can see I've thrown that SP2. It was a waste because he had an armor up. So you can see how this fight can be quite tricky. The fact that you're always taking damage. You also have to do 3 things. You have to make sure you've put an armor break on. You have to make sure you've intercepted, and you'll make sure you're throwing a special attack. It does make this fight, in my opinion, the worst fight, and probably a little bit of a joke. Like, I think it's not really, I would say it's not, I know it's called Eternity of Pain, but some of the fights are challenging but fun, like the Havoc one, whereas this fight is more annoying. Like, you end up going in and you spend quite a lot. If he's not aggressive, it makes it hard to intercept him, and then he's always throwing his special attack. So it does just make it, a much, much more difficult. But really, like I said, you want to put an armor break on, get rid of that armor up buff. So you want to intercept, then throw your special attacks when that armor break is on, so that you've also got a guaranteed crit. You can see here I do it again, but even with Herc fully ramped up, I'm doing 9% health. So this fight can take a very long time. With lots of revives. I imagine it's where some people will get stuck. It's where if I would have got stuck if I didn't have that many revives. You can see here, that is sort of just the way that it went for me. So I want to go one more time, give it another go, and then wrap this video up. So really, that's all you've got. I say that's all you've got to do. That is the challenges of this fight, is about intercepting him so you get a guaranteed crit, getting that armor up buff off with an armor break, and then throwing your special attack. That's how you do the damage. That's how you take him down. Big special attacks are sort of the goal here. So with Herc, his SP2 is very, very good because you're doing, a lot more damage than you are with an SP1. And that's basically how this fight ends up. So hopefully this guide has helped you out. If it has, do let me know in the comments down below who you used. Did you use a Null or a Silver Surfer? Did you use a new 7-star, or did you go in with Herc as well? And yeah, that's basically does it for the video. Hopefully it helped you guys out. Thank you for the support from this channel. If you're new around here, do subscribe. I'd massively appreciate that. Trying to grow this channel up. And yeah, see you guys in tomorrow's video. Goodbye.